Okay. Sit. Good. I'm good. Wait, how's everyone else doing today? How are you guys doing? We're gonna give people like 5 minutes. Someone raised their hand. Okay, someone raised their hand. Okay, time to sign, Josh. All right, what do I do? Someone raised their hand. All right, how do I? All right, who? Someone raised their hand. All right, somebody raised their hand, but what does it mean? Ah, okay. Who raised their hand? Someone has a question. Is that Baki as your character? Is that Baki as your character profile? I love Baki. Is it Baki? Yeah, it's Baki the Grappler, right? Baki the Grappler. Is it Baki the Grappler? I have to check. Yeah. Baki the Grappler. Yeah. I think they changed his character design. Oh, more people are in. Well, what's going on? What's going on, guys? What are you guys up to? How's your day going? How's life? What is it? I made a mistake today. Same old, was it? I made the mistake today of accidentally buying a very expensive video game, and now I have to contact what is it called? I have to contact PlayStation to get my money back. Oh, someone has something to say. Ironheart, Ironheart, Iron Soul. I don't know.
Sir, how are you? Are you fine?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
Ah, what did you do today?
I do study.
Ah, you studied. You studied. Ah, you studied today. What did you study?
I study SST.
Oh, study aesthetic. What's that?
I study how to break it.
Oh, interesting. So, what else did you do? You study and what else?
And I break it.
Oh, did you eat lunch? Did you eat lunch
Yes.
today?
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, what did you eat for lunch?
I eat in lunch popcorn and French fries.
Popcorn and French fries? What?
Yes.
That sounds delicious. Did you make it? Did you make it?
No, my
No.
mother. No,
What? You can make popcorn. How old are you?
I'm older, 15 years.
Yeah, you can make popcorn. You're 15 years old.
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of popcorn do you like?
I I don't know.
You don't know. I like butter popcorn with extra butter.
Okay.
Mm.
Thank you for talking with me. Okay, bye.
See you. Look at that. It's the little things. It's the little things, beginning, middle, and end. But soon, I'm going to pull this stuff up. Yeah, pretty soon. I think we're supposed to be, if I'm correct, at the 5 minute mark, right? 5 minute mark. There we go. Yeah, at the 5 minute mark. Oh, I like peanut butter with bread. Really? I like peanut butter and jelly as people start to come in. Do, 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 do. But here we go. I'm gonna share my screen really quickly so you guys can see what we're gonna do today to prepare for the next quiz. So, all right, guys, we're back inside of Dill. Thanks, Duno, for sponsoring today's lesson. We're gonna go to AI Quiz Generator, and today we're gonna start with a fun quiz, and the topic is going to be spelling bee. Let's do spelling bee. All right, and then let's do this as our spelling bee question. And let's shoot for about, oh, that's my bestie messaging me. She's like, hey, let's do maybe about, I say like 6 questions, 6, 7 questions. Six, I think 6 sounds good for the time we have. 6 questions sound good. Let's generate this. Let's generate this bad boy. There we go. Making sure you guys can see on my screen. Perfect. All right. And we're going to, gosh, I lost my own place. Generate. There we go. Let me pull this out of here. PlayStation. So what is it? While this is loading up, I want to make sure you guys don't see the answers. So don't look at the answers. I want to take this time to let you guys know that Duo, who's sponsoring today's lesson, is an AI-powered quiz platform. It uses ChatGTP as a base model for what we're doing today to make cool, fun quizzes that are intellectually challenging, and also it takes the stress off of you. Oh, our quiz is up. I'm going to go save and launch while you guys are doing that. So use your phone to copy this QR code, and I'm going to put the link inside the chat. So click here. It's really convenient too. You just click right here.
Josh, sorry for interrupting you. Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
I'm kind of not really sure that the results of the quiz generation were sufficiently good. So can we maybe go back and check? Because there's another prompt that I think we need to use.
Okay. No problem. Give me a second, guys. Let's try a different prompt.
Yeah, so while Josh is doing that, I just want to tell you a little more about how this thing works. Basically, DUNNO is an app that allows you to enter any kind of topic or text, and it will generate a quiz for you instantly, and then you can just play with your friends or invite some of your, I don't know, peers that you study with. So basically, it makes education really interactive and interesting. So right now we're just going to demonstrate how this works. And after that, Josh is going to give you a quick presentation about some grammar topic that he has prepared.
I made it up out of air. It's not a real rule. But what is it? Okay, so today we're going to be changing it to pop culture. All right. So hopefully everyone studied up. But what is it? As just kind of echo what was already said. Yeah. So this software is a great way, as someone who's also an English teacher. And I think I was speaking with another English teacher yesterday from France, and we were talking kind of about this software. And the cool thing about it is it takes a lot of the stress of making a quiz. It takes a lot of um, just a lot of the burden of thinking about the questions, and uses ChatGTP to kind of help you, or AI to help you generate things. And also, it can help you identify your blind spots in your grammar. So if there's something that you don't know, and you want to test it out, you can just kind of play with it a little bit and like try different subjects, and just have fun with your friends. Test things out, have games with it. It's really cool. I put the link for this in the chat, so click on the link if you don't have a phone. Someone raised. Okay, let's see. All right, we have some raised hands here. Let's see. All right, do I raise my hand back? There we go. If you have a question, just type it inside of the chat. Yeah, type inside the chat so I can see. Also, please use your email. Please use your email to sign up for this. So as you log in and register, make sure that you use your email to log in when you register, so that way you can get the cool prizes at the end. Yeah, and while you guys are doing this, I'll give you guys some time to this, about a good 1 to 2 minutes. I'll introduce myself. So we know what is it DUNNO is, but we don't know who I am. So I'm Josh. I am an English teacher. I live in Japan, but I'm American. I've been in Japan for about almost 16 months now, and it's been a great time. Oh, someone's saying something. Oh, my friend's back with popcorn. Is that popcorn? That's not popcorn. I want popcorn. Come back with popcorn. I want some delicious popcorn. But yeah, but I'm an English teacher. I teach English for multiple different companies, different businesses. And today I'm here with you, and I'm hoping to have a good time. These lessons, it's raining hard outside, guys. Well, the weather's bad. But today will be fun. It'll be fast. And at the end, there's going to be a really fun quiz where you can learn, where you can get cool prizes. So that being said, I think I'll give people about 30 seconds to finish up. We have 7 people in, and also if you have a cell phone, you can just scan the QR code. If you're on your computer, you can. I'll repost. I'll re-put the link here so you guys have it, just in case it gets lost in the chat. There we go. So please join this. All right, and I think we're. There we go. I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to go. We got a few people coming in. For the people that are just now joining, we're about to start with a fun quiz to demonstrate the cool features. So click on the link inside of the chat or use your phone to scan the QR code. All right, looks like some people are in. Okay, perfect. Okay, good, good. Some people are signing up. Okay, good. I want to make sure everyone's in. All right, so we're going to start this thing. Are you guys ready? We're going to start it in 3. All right, 2, 1, and we're going to start. Let's go.
Sir, you are from which country?
Mm, 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 mm.
Sir,
What was the question?
you are from which country?
Oh, wait, you got to do the quiz. You got to do the quiz.
No, you are from which country? I want to know.
It's a secret.
No, this is not.
Secret. Stay to the end. Stay to the end. There we go. All right. So who was the first African American woman in the Man, these are questions are what these are challenging. Let me think. The first best African American woman to win Best Actress. I think I know the answer to this one, but I don't know. Am I right? I want to do this quiz. I want to do the quiz. Holly Berry, really? It wasn't Whoopi Goldberg. All right. What pop culture event led to the creation of the parental advisory stickery on music albums? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me think. Elvis Presley's hip hop movements, the release of Madonna's Like a Prayer video. Okay. The Beatles' controversial comments. Maybe. Let's see. The 55th complaint list. I don't know. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, hey, Lily. Long time no see. All right. Which pop artist is known for his iconic Campbell's Soul Cans painting? Ooh, I know this one. Lily, how's your day? I thought you weren't going to come. Okay. All right, more people are joining. That's good. I don't know the answer. I have a good idea. Oh, okay, I was wrong. I was so wrong about this one. All right, who was the first woman to host a late night talk show at a major network in the US? Ooh, I think I know this one. Okay. I think the hint is late night. Oh, it's okay. Enjoy. What is it? It's okay. It's because we're going to do the next quiz. The next quiz. But what is it? I think everyone's doing good. I'm a little under the weather because it's been raining all day, and I had to ride my bike in the rain today. So like my voice is it's a little hoarse, but I'm good. I'm good. Busy today. Yeah, very, very busy. Yeah. What is it? Oh, you're fine. But what is I want what pop culture phenomenon led to Beatlemania? Ooh, you know, unpopular opinion. I don't care if I get canceled.
So what
I
is your name?
I'm not the biggest fan. I like the Beatles. I'm not the biggest Beatles fan.
What is your name?
Oh,
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, there we go. All right. So good job. So I'll leave this up here for a second or whatever. Uh, what is it? Good job, Anya. What is it? Good job. I feel like this one was really fun to do. So this gives us a demonstration on just random things you can test yourself on. If you want to do a trivia night with your friends, which is really, really fun, I recommend that you do. I think that this is the perfect software to do it. Have a cool trivia night with your friends and family, or if you want to study, such as certain topics with English and things of that nature, I think this is a perfect tool also to use that to do. So I personally would use this, like you guys have seen. I'm a big video game person, so I use this to test my video game knowledge of certain things, also certain coding things. So I think that's pretty fun. And it's also good for review, and it's good to have a different perspective. And when you're learning something, remember, there's a difference between memorizing and learning. So I think this is a great learning tool. English is good at memorization until you start to go to intermediate, but then you can't memorize. At that point, you have to learn the language. Oh, that's perfect. Good. That's good. Look at that. Someone's using it. That's great. Ah, you need more credits. Ah, what is it? It's okay. What is it? I mean, well, at least you're using it. I think I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can win some cool prizes here. So I would ask in the chat, how can I get more credits? Is there a way? Are there events happening around? Ask in the chat. The staff is here. All right. So I left this up for about a good 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. So let's start the lesson. Are you guys ready to learn something new? Not really new. All right. Do, 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 do. All right. Here we go. Okay, so today's topic is word order rules for adverbs of frequency. So this is honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is really part 2 of what yesterday was. So this is a part 2. So just to give you guys a good look at yesterday. Yesterday we went over, I'll go here to this chart. We went over adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, normal, generally, often, sometimes, occasionally, seldom, hardly, rarely, never. That was yesterday. Do you remember? I hope so, because today we're going to be using it. So today is kind of talking about the rules and applications. So I'm going to go back down. So if you don't know, we'll be talking about a little bit more today. So right here, so adverbs, so the word order of adverbs for frequency in a sentence. So we're going to talk a little bit about it, and I'm actually going to show you exactly how to use it, So adverbs of frequency. So basically, adverbs of frequency are used to state how often or frequently a person does something. So this means that how many times does this happen and when? In English, adverbs of frequency, what is it? English adverbs of frequency is it shows or tells an activity that will happen or has happened or will happen or happening. This one says happening. So these are some common words that are used, and we looked at these a second ago, literally 1 second ago. Always, usually, frequently, often, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, seldom, hardly, never. Eventually, what is it? You guys will learn the word ever. Like, have you ever done this? And that's talking about experiences, but not right now. Not for right now. Maybe a little bit later. Maybe a little bit later. So here's some examples. Zoom in. Peter is always getting into trouble. My sister frequently goes shopping in Seattle. They rarely ask questions about homework. So we look at these 3 sentences, right? Peter always is getting into trouble. Always. Remember, always, right? 100% of the time. 100%. This is a normal thing that happens. So someone says, "Oh, Peter got in trouble." Sounds about right. Sounds normal. We expect this. It's always happening. My sister frequently goes shopping in Seattle. So this isn't always, but it happens a lot. It happens a lot. So it's like a habit. We have the last one, which is like the opposite. They rarely ask questions about homework, which is true. Kids never do. No one ever asks questions about homework. Should ask questions. So this means that it doesn't really happen. It doesn't really happen. All right. So right here, the three word order rules for adverbs of frequency. So here are the rules for the position in a sentence. Right here. So adverbs of frequency, word order, position. An adverb of frequency can go before the main verb. For example, he always goes to work by bus. They never go, they never go on holiday in winter. So before the main verb here is to go, which is goes. There you go, formatting. All right, the next one. It can go after the verb to be. So this is the subject. John is often absent from lessons. They were usually on time. So here we have it after were, and here we have it right here. This John is, this to be is. So placement is important. All right. It can also go after the modal verb should, could, can. You should always turn the electricity off. My boss can never remember my name. So it can go after should, can, and could. Using these will make you sound great, I promise. And then also, sometimes and occasionally it can go in front, the middle, or the ending of a sentence. Yeah. So sometimes she is late. She is sometimes late. She is late sometimes. These are all grammatically correct. I'll pull this one back a little bit. There we go, so we can see. These are all grammatically correct. So sometimes, occasionally can be in the beginning, middle, or end. All right. So rule number one, in the case of a sentence has one verb, then we usually place the adverb in the middle of the sentence. So right here, subject, verb, adverb, participle. Maya usually goes to work by car. Bam. Subject, adverb. Luna often asks me for help with homework. Bam. Subject, adverb. What does she often do? Ask. What do they usually do? Go or goes. And this is the third person, so we don't use to go. We don't use go. We use the third person, which is Maya. Rule number two, it can be placed after be, the to be verb. So, man, this is a different name. Megala is often late for the party. So here we have the to be verb is, which is subject marker. So Annie isn't. So here we have a negative one. Is not. Is not usually sick, but this time it's different. Peter Pan isn't always right in what he states in the seminar. All right. Three, adverbs that can be used in the beginning of a sentence. So here we are. Here are some exceptions. So you won't find any similarities in. Oh, is there a question? See, make sure I have this. Okay, there's a question. All right. What question do you have? Go ahead. One has a question. Type your question in the chat so I can see. Easy life hack to keeping all these rules. Good question. I would say the easiest thing I would say is if you go on the internet and you type in word order, you just listen. And today we're going to do a little bit of that. We're going to do a little bit of it because I'm going to give you tons of examples. All right. So she's usually on time. Tell her not to be late. Yes, she usually is. She never is. So today I want to do some review. This is what I want to do today. But I want to show you how to actually use these in a sentence. So even though my voice isn't that good, I'm still going to do this with you guys. So here we are. So this is a story. This is a story about this little boy right here, or this man. This person. Look, he got his little cup of coffee. He's reading a book. All right. So listen and enjoy. And also, I would say this is very important for learning English. If you're learning English, you have to increase your reading stamina. So we do this to every language, they do this to every child. You start off with small sentences and you start to build on two, three, four paragraphs, books, paragraphs, chapters, books. So training your brain to understand topics for a long period of time. So that's what I want to do today is reading stamina or idea stamina, being able to keep that idea for a long time. All right. So every morning, Henry will wake up at the crack of dawn. Thanks to his trusty alarm clock that never failed him, groggily, he stumbled out of bed and stumbled into the kitchen where he would brew a strong cup of coffee. Always, he thought to himself, I need I need that cocaine boost to kickstart my day. Caffeine boost, not cocaine, caffeine boost. After sipping his coffee, Hemer would take a brisk walk around the neighborhood. He enjoyed fresh morning air in the quiet street. Usually, he would meet his friendly neighbor, Miss Jenkins, who was out tending to her garden. They would exchange pleasantries and chat about their plans for the day. Returning home, Henry would sit down at his desk, where he would work from home as a freelance writer. Almost always, he would immerse himself in his writing, typing away at his computers for hours on end. He found that solitude helped him concentrate and meet his deadlines. Around noon, Henry would take a break to make himself a healthy lunch. Usually, he prepared a salad, but occasionally, he indulged in a sandwich or leftovers from the previous night's dinner. He believed in maintaining a balanced diet. In the late afternoon, Henry would head to the local library. Always, he spent a few hours there, surrounded by books, researching topics for his writing projects. He loved he loved the hushed atmosphere of the library, which allowed him to focus. By evening, Henry would return home tired but content. Always, he would cook a hearty dinner, savoring the flavors of his culinary creations. Then he would unwind by watching his favorite TV shows for an hour or two. Occasionally, he would invite a friend over to share an evening's entertainment. As the night deepens, Henry would settle into bed, ready to recharge for another day. Always, he read a few pages of a book before turning off the lights. With a sense of satisfaction, he would drift into a peaceful sleep, knowing that tomorrow would bring another day filled with familiar routines and a comfort rhythm of his adverbs of frequency. I think that's a perfect story. Perfect story. Let's see. Did you understand the story? Yeah, it was a good example. Okay, it says, what do people always get wrong about using always and sometimes? I think people always get it wrong where they don't understand the context of it. So when we use always and sometimes, we can use it as sarcasm and exaggeration. So it's like, oh, what is it? I always have to clean the bathroom, you know? And so some people take this as fact when it's not fact. It's an exaggeration. So understanding the difference between exaggeration and stressing a situation or understanding a habit that's taking place. Mhm. But it's really creative to do. All right, let's look at example number two. Now, example number two. All right, so once upon a time in bustling town of Verbville, there lived a young boy named Timmy. Timmy was an enthusiastic and diligent student. He always strived to excel in his studies. One day, his teacher, Mrs. Grammarly, decided to teach her class about word order rules of adverbs of frequency. Mrs. Grammarly began her lesson by writing a sentence on the chalkboard. Timmy studies for his spelling test. Then she explains the adverbs of frequency of words like always, often, usually, sometimes, and rarely, which describe how often the action occurs. Now, let's spice things up in this sentence of verbs of frequency. Mrs. Gremley said with a smile. She asked Timmy to choose an adverb from the list. Timmy eagerly raised his hand and said, I'll pick usually, Miss Grammarly. Good choice, Timmy, Mrs. Grammarly exclaimed. Then she wrote, Timmy usually studies for his spelling test on the board. Mrs. Gramley continued her lesson explaining the word order rules for adverbs of frequency. She said that in English, we usually place the adverbs of frequency before the main verb. She underlined the word usually in the sentence. Timmy's classmate listened intently, absorbing the lesson. They knew that understanding these word order rules would help them communicate more effectively. Mrs. Gramley provided more examples to reinforce the concept. Yep. She always arrives early for school. He often eats pizza on Fridays. They sometimes go to the park after school. I rarely watch TV on weekends. Each sentence illustrated a correct placement of adverbs of frequency before the main verb. The students practiced creating their sentences, experimenting with different adverbs and verbs to solidify their understanding. As the class continued, Timmy felt more confident in his grasp of adverbs of frequency and their proper word order. He knew that these word rules would help him express himself clearly and accurately when writing and when in his writing and conversation. The day ended with a peaceful atmosphere in Miss Grambley's classroom. Timmy and his classmates left the newfound appreciation for the importance of word order rules for adverbs of frequency, knowing that they would use this knowledge to improve their English skills. From that day on, Timmy made sure to apply these rules whenever he spoke or wrote in English, earning praise from Mrs. Grammarly and growing a reputation as a skilled communicator in Verbville. Yay. Okay. Good story. So you can use these verbs often. Oh, okay, there's some questions in there. Okay, good. So what is it? We're slowly running, closer to the end of time. So now we're going to do the quiz. So give me literally like maybe now to make the quiz. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure this is the right one. Make sure this is the right one. All right, this is the right one. All right, I'm right. Okay, there we go. There we go. I had a third story for you guys, but time. All right, so here is the quiz that we will be using for the prizes. And remember, this is generated all by the DUNNO app. What is it? The application itself. And so we'll be doing another quiz, another demonstration on what this software can actually do. So please log in either using your phone or log in using the link I sent you so you can win cool prizes. And I'll give you guys a second. And remember to use your email so you can get your prizes. All right, so let's see. So why is it important for the informal ways? I mean, nobody cares about it. What is it? Well, what is it? Good question, Lily. Let's always go to the gym or go to the gym always. Um, what is it? I would say the second one, if you say I go to the gym always, people would think that you are maybe like a little kid. Like it sounds like a little kid says that. I go to the gym always. Or maybe sometimes I like talk to my friend. She's like, when she like is being really childish, like it sounds very childish to say something like this. So someone may think that you're like a little kid. Like, oh, do you like apples? I eat apples always. Like they get it, but it sounds like a little kid saying it. But good question. Good question. Yeah, it just sounds like a little kid. Yeah. What is it? We got wow. No problem, no problem. Yeah. So and also remember English is a stress language. So we have stress. So I always go to the gym. if you really want to get that point across. Totally fine. I always go to the gym. Be like Timmy. Be like Timmy. All right, I'm gonna give you guys about 30 more seconds to the minute. 30 more seconds to the minute. All right, let's see. I often visit the library. When I visit the library, I always take books. Oh yeah, good job. So for informal communication, yes, because let's say a good example is you're on a date with someone or you're talking to someone you're interested in, and they're like, "Oh yeah, um, what is it? I go to the gym." Oh really? When? You know, and it'd be weird. So we use this when we talk about habits. But let's start. Let's start the quiz. All right. And we're going to start in three. I found this on the web. Oh, be quiet, Siri. Always eavesdropping on me. Sorry, guys, my Apple Watch. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's win some prizes. You guys can do this. Oh, and for people who have come late, if you still want to join the quiz, totally fine. There is a button at the top of the screen, right? Well, right here, this QR code. Scan this QR code and jump right in. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Oh my gosh. In the sentence, I never eat meat. Okay, there we go. Got some points on the board. All right, only 2 questions. Only 2 questions. Warm up. We're still there. What is the correct place for often in the sentence? I go to the gym. Oh, I think someone gave this away. Lily, we're looking at you. Did Lily know the quiz? Can Lily see the future? Am I Lily? Right? Who am I? Who is Lily? Is she real? In this sentence, I've always forgotten. He's okay. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Lee said me. Well, me or me? Which me? Me. I'm Lily. I'm Lily. Right? Imagine waking up and like as Lily, right? First thing I would do if I was Lily, go to Starbucks, go get coffee. That's the first thing I would do. Hands down. Wouldn't take a shower, wouldn't brush my teeth, wouldn't do my hair. Go get coffee. All right, where should rarely be placed? Good job. You guys really know these rules. I'm so happy as a teacher. Oh man, makes my heart sing. Oh, the most naturally. We just talked about this. I think did Lily ask this question too? She did. All right. Oh, it's getting close. I don't know. I don't know who's actually going to win this one. Let me pay attention. Which of the following is not? Oh, okay. You guys got this. Maybe a little tricky, but I don't think so. There we are. Oh. So just so you know, the faster you answer, the more points you get. The more you know, the more you're rewarded. Gotta know the rules, guys. Tricky, tricky. Which one is the adverb of frequency? We did this for 2 days. You guys are masters at this. Oh, wow. Japanese bobtail's back. Where did he come from? Oh. I think this is rule 2. Yeah, I think it's rule number 2. Come on, guys. Push, push, push. Ah, this literally sounds like my friend all the time. Tricky. There it is. Never. Oh, it's really, really close. Last 2 questions, guys. Last one. I feel like the last one's always the hardest. Wow. Oh, look, you made it top 3. Look at that. Oh man. But everyone did great. Good job. No, what is it? It's good practice for you to be able to read. Good job. I'm really proud of everybody. Everyone did great. I was on edge. I didn't know. That was perfect. Well, what is it? Well, remember, I will say remember to log in with your email so you can get your prizes. What is it? Today was great, was really fun. Felt like it was really, really fast. Um, what is it? Thank you to DUNNO for helping us and sponsoring this lesson. And I think if you guys have any questions, I'll stay around for the next 2-3 minutes. Other than that, yeah, that was great, you guys. I'll see you guys around. Miss you. Love you already. Stay safe. Don't get sick like me. I'm taking multivitamin pills because man, I'm trying to stay healthy. But we've all said eat some honey, so eat some honey. Oh, someone has a question. What's your question? Type it in chat. What's your question? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It just went from being really, really hot to just really, really windy. So it just takes a while to adjust. I'm gonna stay inside the house. Yeah. Huddle up. Huddle up with no one because I have no girlfriend. But yeah, what is it? Any questions before we go? The time for same time, depending on your time zone. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, so much love. Oh, I feel so loved. Thank you. All right, you guys. That being said, we're in our last minute. Miss you guys. Love you. See you around. Mwah. Sending you all kinds of love. Bye.